The world we perceive is a reflection of consciousness. This perspective shifts reality from being a fixed external construct to a malleable projection shaped by our inner states. To grasp this, we must consider the world not as something happening to us, but as something emanating from within us. The holographic nature of reality suggests that every part contains the whole. Just as a single piece of a hologram can recreate the entire image, our individual consciousness mirrors the infinite potential of the universe. This implies that we are not passive observers in a predetermined world, but active participants. Our assumptions, beliefs, and emotions sculpt the reality we experience, much like a projector casting images on a screen. Reality as we know it is governed by laws that appear fixed, but these laws are a result of collective and individual assumptions. If you assume scarcity, your life reflects limitations. If you assume abundance, opportunities multiply. This principle underscores the creative power inherent within each of us. What you hold as true in your imagination shapes what manifests in your life. The matrix-like structure of the world is not a prison, but a playground for creation. It serves as a feedback system, mirroring our dominant thoughts and feelings. If you find yourself trapped in unwanted circumstances, it is not the world that must change, but your inner dialogue. The outer world is a mirror, and changing the reflection requires altering the source, your consciousness. Belief is the foundation of experience. Every experience, no matter how random it seems, stems from a belief held consciously or subconsciously. The power of assumption is key here. Assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled, and the outer world rearranges itself to reflect that assumption. This process is not magic, but the natural flow of consciousness into form. The law of assumption reveals that what we accept as true becomes true for us. If you persist in assuming that you are healthy, loved, or successful, despite appearances to the contrary, your world will conform to this new reality. Persistence is vital because the world is slow to reflect new assumptions, much like a lagging reflection in a mirror. Imagination is the creative force behind all that exists. Everything begins as an imagined idea before it materializes. When you imagine something vividly and assume it as real, the subconscious mind accepts it as fact and brings it into your experience. The key is to persist in the assumption, even when outer circumstances seem unchanged. The physical senses deceive us into believing that reality is fixed and immutable. However, this is an illusion. The senses report what is, but imagination creates what will be. To transcend the matrix, one must prioritize the unseen over the seen, recognizing that imagination is the first cause of all physical phenomena. The feeling is the secret to shaping reality. Emotion fuels imagination, turning abstract thoughts into tangible experiences. When you feel as though your desire is already realized, you align with its manifestation. The world responds not to empty thoughts, but to the feelings behind them, for feelings are the language of the subconscious mind. Resistance to change often arises from deeply ingrained beliefs. The matrix of reality hardens around these beliefs, creating cycles that feel inescapable. To break free, one must question and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. This begins with self-awareness, observing one's inner dialogue and assumptions. Repetition is a powerful tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind. By repeatedly imagining a desired outcome and feeling its reality, the subconscious eventually accepts it as truth. This practice rewires the matrix of your reality, aligning it with your chosen assumptions. The world's holographic nature means that no external force holds power over you. Circumstances are neutral until you assign them meaning. By changing your perception, you change your experience. The key is to see yourself as the creator, not the victim of your reality. The law of reflection demonstrates that the outer world mirrors the inner world. If you wish to change your external circumstances, begin by changing your thoughts, feelings, and assumptions. The world is a canvas, and your consciousness is the brush. Manifestation is a natural process governed by universal laws. It requires no special rituals or tools, only a disciplined focus on the desired outcome. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and persist in that state, the matrix rearranges itself to accommodate your vision. The concept of parallel realities suggests that all possibilities exist simultaneously. By aligning your thoughts and feelings with a desired outcome, you shift into the reality where that outcome is true. This shift happens naturally as consciousness determines the reality you experience. Time is another illusion perpetuated by the matrix. The past, present, and future exist only in relation to consciousness. By assuming the feeling of your desired future now, you collapse time and bring that future into the present. The matrix follows your lead. The power of now cannot be overstated. The present moment is where creation occurs. By focusing your attention on what you desire in the now rather than lamenting the past or fearing the future, you harness the full creative power of consciousness. The subconscious mind is the gateway to altering the matrix. It accepts what you impress upon it, whether positive or negative. By consciously directing your thoughts and feelings, you can reprogram the subconscious to align with your desires, changing the holographic projection of your life. Doubt and fear are the greatest obstacles to creating the life you want. These emotions reinforce the current matrix and delay manifestation. To transcend them, cultivate faith and confidence in your creative power. Trust that the unseen is as real as the seen. Gratitude amplifies the creative process. By feeling grateful for what you desire, as though it is already yours, you accelerate its manifestation. Gratitude aligns you with abundance, dissolving the illusion of lack perpetuated by the matrix. Every challenge is an opportunity to awaken to your creative potential. The matrix presents obstacles not to, but to reveal your power. By persisting in your vision despite challenges, you demonstrate mastery over the holographic world. Meditation and visualization are powerful tools for transcending the matrix. By quieting the mind and vividly imagining your desired outcome, you impress the subconscious with new assumptions. This practice bridges the gap between the unseen and the seen. Success in reshaping the matrix requires discipline and persistence. The world may resist your new assumptions, initially reflecting old beliefs. By remaining steadfast in your vision, you eventually overcome this resistance, and the matrix conforms to your new reality. The ultimate realization is that the matrix is not separate from you. It is a reflection of your consciousness, a dynamic mirror responding to your every thought and feeling. By taking responsibility for your inner state, you reclaim your power as the creator of your experience. In the end, the question of whether the world is a hologram or matrix becomes irrelevant. What matters is understanding that you are the architect of your reality. The world is a reflection of your imagination, and by mastering your inner state, you shape the outer world to your liking. Every moment presents a choice: to react to the world as it appears or to consciously create from within. By choosing the latter, you step into your true power as a deliberate creator. The more you align with this understanding, the more fluid and harmonious your experience of the matrix becomes. Obstacles dissolve, synchronicities multiply, and your life transforms into a reflection of your highest vision. Ultimately, the matrix is not a trap but a tool. It exists to help you realize the boundless nature of your consciousness. By engaging with it intentionally, you move beyond limitation and into infinite possibility. This realization frees you to live with purpose, joy, and the unwavering knowing that you are the master of your reality. And that's it for the day. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to share your thoughts and insights in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.